And it's another day of a original grind. No VC bonuses. We're not buying nothing. We're just straight grinding what we can build. Let's get back to the grind. You know we on the Hornets. We got drafted second round, but we are making our impact known. We are not going to lose a lot. I hope anyway. But check something right quick. I mean, I can gain some quick VP, I guess. VC there.
This is Shea Gilgeous Alexander.
This is Tyrese Halliburton.
This is Paige Beckers.
Welcome to my team.
It's time to assemble your best team.
With current stars
And legends of the past. And for the first time,
Combine players from the
Oh,
NBA.
and WNBA to create your dream lineup.
hey,
It's time for you to do
what's
your
up?
best.
Okay, they got everybody
with my
on the
team.
WNBA. I don't see CC nowhere. How is she not? Lisa Leslie. Let's go.
Here we go.
Sorry, Lisa. Okay. Hey, hey. Let's go. I see how they make it. Oh, really? Couldn't put off 15.
Disregard. Allen Iverson. Luka Doncic. Your home team, 14. The visiting team, 5. We'd like to thank everyone for coming out and supporting your team.
It wasn't quick. That quick. Like two. Okay. Ladies, sorry, but bro. Hmm? I need 3 overall. Uh-oh. I'll take that. 99. Oh, we got what? Uchi more? Let's go. Ja in the front. Ooh, point guard. One game, yeah. It's got to be Ja. Memphis. What up? What up? What up? I don't plan on spending too much time here. I'm just clicking through this my some stuff.
There he is, man, myth, the legend.
Make those kicks, MP.
Hey, it's Pika, and you're watching NBA 2K TV.
We have a very special guest today on 2K TV, former WNBA player and coach, now turned agent. Welcome to the show, Jackie Jamelis. It is so exciting to have you on. Let's talk about your transition from player and coach, now an agent. What's that been like for you?
Thank you for having me. I'm really happy to be here with you guys. Yeah,
I'm going
so my
sky
transition
here.
from being a player
I mean,
and coach to the agency side has been really fun.
You get that
If you
one
would have
wrong.
asked me 10
I
years
don't know
ago,
today.
would I be an agent, I would have said absolutely not. I had like no aspirations of coming to the agency side. I think from playing in the WNBA and then having a short stint coaching in the WNBA, I saw a lot of players and a lot of friends around the league that just really didn't have the best representation. So my longtime agent, Allison Gaylor, I've been with her at Disrupt the Game on the agency side for 4 years. It's been a lot of fun, and it's been, you know, something I'm super passionate about, representing these athletes and the players in the WNBA and then the top players in women's college basketball.
So let's talk about when you left the WNBA to the WNBA of now. What type of change and growth have you seen in the league?
Oh my goch, how long do we have to talk about that? Obviously now viewership and the fans is just grown so much. You have players like Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark who have been such icons in terms of what they did in college, and then bringing all of those fans over to the WNBA. Not only were amazing basketball players, but they brought so much off-court stuff to the game. So you brought in a lot of a new type of fan as well. It's not just, you know, the fan that loves basketball and the fan that wants to know the stats. It's more now. Like there's a different side of the fan, and now players come to the games and they're dressed to the nines. You've got like Paige Beckers, you've got Asia Wilson. You know, you've got all these amazing players, but you kind of a new type of over to the WNBA. Not only were amazing basketball players.
Here at 2K, we take pride in
I
creating.
don't feel like watching that again.
Different shades of them.
I get those just let them go. It's not a big deal. Right? Let me change the colorway.
Well, be sure not to leak any info on the socials, understood? Enjoy those trips, huh? Report back soon. The point is...
Heads up, you're filming. You might be in the background. What for?
We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word "Hornets" along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our guest relations team will respond immediately. And Hornet fans, if you are interested in attending future home games, we've got you covered. Simply stop by the nearest ticket booth or visit our website to grab yours now. The National Basketball Association and the Charlotte Hornets are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, entering the court, or interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to rejection and possible arrest. Please report any violation of these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff member.
Hi everyone, we've got a good one for you tonight. It's Game 3 of the NBA Cup for both of these teams. Let's get started. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce in just a moment. Well, a chance to check out some stats for MP.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And now, the New York Knicks starters. OG Anunoby is out there with Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the 2 guard. And for the Hornets, Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. MP out there with Grant Williams. And Greg, in this Game 3 of group play, 2 undefeated teams in this NBA Cup tournament. Something's got to give, right?
And this is where that competitive instinct of the players starts to kick in. And Kevin, the cup may not be the Larry O'Brien trophy, but neither one of these teams wants to take that first L in the tourney.
Now, they already after Jalen Brunson missing on that last 3-pointer. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Williams. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Anunoby. Good D by Anunoby. Here's Hart. The kick out to Anunoby. A 3-pointer, no good. And it's the Hornets ball. Right side, Ball. And here's MP for 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Hey, everybody's got a 3-shot now. MP's is looking really nice.
New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Back to Brunson. The kick out to Anunoby. Here's Hart. Back to Anunoby. Off target with his 3.
That's their 4th attempt from the floor with nothing to show for it.
MP dishes to Miller. Williams scanning the floor. Shoots over Anunoby. Another miss by MP. For New York, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. And here's Brunson outside. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2.
Rough patch here. 5 straight misses to begin the game.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. Well, head coach Mike Brown taking over this season for New York. He's well aware of the pressure to win a championship, with the Knicks fresh off an Eastern Conference Finals run. But he said this is the kind of pressure you want as a coach, having a chance to win big. And he's excited for the challenge.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Thank you very much for the report there, Shams. Most appreciated. And the new power rankings, still only the first month of the season. Here's a chance to compare early returns. Taking a look at New York, they're still dominant, sitting at number 1 once again.
Seeing where the Hornets are, they battled their way into the number 2 spot, just below being on top of the mountain, and you know they'll fight hard to stay there.
Anunoby throwing it down right on top of their heads, way above the rim.
Miller surveying the floor. Back to Ball. Shoots the 3. That shot, no good. Knicks trail by 4. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. He talked about the matchup issues that Karl-Anthony Towns creates for defenses. Coach said the combination of size and skill make Cat a tough cover. If you put a center on him, he can beat them with his quickness or his perimeter game. And if you put a wing on him, he can overpower them in the post. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
From the arc. Again, ball missing. And so Anunoby will bring it up for New York. They trail by 6, getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team.
And even though they were the better team overall, they actually lost the season series against this club a year ago.
Yeah, and for them, that was a bit embarrassing. So expect them to come back with a point to prove tonight.
And there's the bucket from MP.
And being able to spot up for that jump shot is really a skill MP has improved. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
A 3 from MP. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one. Knicks trail by 8. Bridges outside. Brunson sets a screen for Bridges. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's MP. He's got 12. Over in the corner, Williams to the left side wing. 5 to shoot. Pass to MP. And it's the Hornets, another 3.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And for the Knicks, they're shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. Hart, wide open. He fired. And a miss there on the triple. Miller outside. To the right side. Ball from long range. And another 3 for Charlotte.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D
looks shell-shocked. And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Bridges shot good.
From the moment he entered the league, Mikal Bridges has been knocking down threes.
MP outside. They set the pick. Jacks up a three. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Diabate's checked in. Miles Bridges comes in for Williams. Knipples checked in for Miller, and it's White in for Ball. Here's White. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. Pass to Bridges. Down low. Here's Diabate.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Here's Alvarado. 9 points last game out. Now, here's Shannon. From outside, off the mark.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Clark, one thing about Mitchell Robinson, he has got great rim protection, rebounding, and a nice sense on the floor of what to do.
Yeah, he's a big guy that really wreaks havoc on the glass. I mean, his size, jumping ability, and timing, along with his nose for the ball, forget about trying to keep him off the glass. He's getting offensive rebounds, and he's an excellent finisher, rolling out of picks for the lob.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Knicks trail by 14. Here's Kolek. Scoreless thus far. Off target from three-point range. To the paint, here's Bridges. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Here's Diawara. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
A chilly quarter for him offensively, trying to get warmed up.
Now here's White. A 3 from MP. Traps in the tray. Williams has got 21.
Yeah, how about this first quarter? 7 of 9 from the field. He is putting on a show.
Pass to Alvarado. New York moving it around. Taken away. On the wing, MP. And again for 3.
Well, folks, if you haven't been following his story since coming into the league, for all-time NBA rookies, he's now 5th place in three-pointers made.
You know, he's worked on his craft and improved in a short time here in his rookie season. He's got that beautiful touch as we've seen from deep guys, but that's definitely not the only way he can score. MP passes to Bridges. Back to MP. Inside. And he makes good on the layup. Bridges has got his second bucket of the night.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just spanning the plane.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
MP getting it done for the Hornets. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And so far through for the Knicks. Well, we have all enjoyed the NBA Cup tournament, and Greg, the double meaning it brings to these games earlier in the season is just terrific.
Yeah, of course, they also count in the regular season standings as well. It allows teams a second trophy to chase, a championship that's a lot earlier in the calendar. And I'll tell you who else benefits, a lot of the young teams, because it puts them in a playoff mindset. I think it's going to help their progression over the course of the season.
Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Williams is out there with MP. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
Well, you got to love how quick Ball's shot is. Doesn't take a lot of time to get himself squared up.
Outside, Towns. Pass to Hart. There's the triple. Up again, and Bridges able to finish. Bridges has got 5 now.
Really outstanding effort on the glass that time by Bridges, doing everything possible to cash in there.
Ball kicks to Miller. MP outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Miller. For the 3. Offensive rebound. Back to MP. Tips it up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Well, it's paid off with a greater rate of second chance hoops. I mean, great effort to build this lead on their part.
Count that one.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Back to MP. From downtown.
In slow motion, though.
Just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
You might want to track this guy. Mark him definitely, just deadly from deep so far.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Over the last 2 decades, Kemba Walker has been one of the few bright spots, Clark, for Charlotte basketball.
Yeah, you look back at his time there, he led the Hornets to their last 2 playoff appearances, Kevin. He retired as their all-time leading scorer, and now they're thrilled to have Kemba Walker back as a player enhancement coach.
Unloads from 13. And it's Brunson missing.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Pass to Miller. There's Ball with the 3. Bridges with the board.
Despite his shooting woes, they're still up. That bodes well if he can somehow get things turned around.
They get it again. The kick out to Anunoby. Does not go down. Then this makes him 7 for 12 in the game. Williams passes to Miller. Clock up 2 there. Clark, the future of the league is bright with the likes of Brandon Miller roaming the floor.
Yeah, I like him a lot. In 2024, he was 3rd in the Rookie of the Year voting. Chet and Wemby were the 2 guys ahead of him, and we know how good both of those guys are. I think he's in a great position to continue to grow and potentially be an all-star. You know, for Miller, to me, it's about playing to his strengths. When he does that, he's an effective player.
Brunson kicks to Anunoby. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Anunoby's got 9 points now in the quarter.
You cannot shoot the ball much better than he is right now.
And the Hornets making a change here. Knipples check in. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Charlotte, they've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, New York, just a couple spots back.
And checking out Charlotte, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
Anunoby can't get that one to fall. The Hornets shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. Outside, Ball. There's Williams with the 3, and it's the Hornets another 3.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
On the wing, Bridges.
If you know what's crazy,
pass to Hart.
if you watch the
the arc.
game, they actually play like this
and stolen by
against the
Williams.
Nets. like just like how
Here's
it
Ball.
plays.
It's good for
That's
his
how I
fourth
came up
bucket
with
of the
this
night.
strategy.
He's shooting 4 of 8.
I had to
You
just
know, he's had better
kill it.
starts, obviously,
I'm
but he's
using the
shaking
real
it
game
off
data.
here in the second.
Now
And
Brunson.
it's working.
They need this. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. It's Charlotte running away with this one. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
I fit the strategy.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket. And let's do something we never, ever, ever do, and that's go off topic.
What topic?
So we don't have a topic, Shaq?
Isn't that a topic? Being off topic?
Well, that was more no topic than off topic, but that's all the time we have for this topic, thankfully. Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Charlotte Hornets.
They are just racking up the assists right now, playing for one another. Man, this is great.
Yeah, we'll see if they can keep up this mentality in the second half. If they do, they win.
Will be good.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
Almost hurt, almost messed.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Setting the floor for the Knicks. They've got Towns, Jalen Brunson out there with Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward.
I don't know what.
Ball, no
I don't know
good.
what the AI was thinking right now.
The Knicks shooting 43% from the field. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Knicks are able to play 5 out. And Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball, and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Back to you guys.
Tons of spacing. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Here's Bridges. The Hornets pull it in. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Ball surveying the defense. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
This is what they were hoping to get from him tonight. Solid performance.
Hart with a screen on Miller. Here's Bridges. He can't get that one to fall.
Ice cold coming out of the half. That's 0 for 3.
Miller outside. Back to Ball. Releases. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. Miller's got 4 assists now tonight. The Knicks have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Hart kicks to Brunson. To the inside. It's stolen.
Oh,
Williams against Anunoby. Ball from long range. Again, ball missing.
Can't seem to find the range here in the second. He did a great job in the first, hitting 3 from outside.
Ripped away. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Took him no time at all on that one. Ball's got 19 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
finally they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Outside ball. And here's Miller outside. Hits it from 3-point range. Miller's got 8.
He's got the confidence and the stroke. You can see why Miller is such a high-volume three-point shooter.
Anunoby outside. Bridges outside. From outside the arc. Hornets with the rebound. Williams has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Ball against Brunson. Stolen by Ball. MP kicks to Miller. Outside Ball. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Miller's got 5 assists in the game.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Bridges outside. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. 8 points for him.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Oh,
Williams a screen on Brunson.
special
Ball from long range. Rebounded by Hart.
Oh, boy.
Hart's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Hart with the screen for Bridges. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
That's now his second three-pointer of the half and his third of the night.
And this has got to be, Clark, one of the best offenses in Knicks franchise history.
Yeah, you look at the two-man game between Brunson and Town, Kevin, and it's virtually unstoppable. And they've got the defenders to hold up at the other end as well. This is a rock-solid crew. Way too easy for Hart. This is why the defense has to push him out of the paint.
Now, here's Ball. 22 points for him. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. Hart finds Brunson. Oh, Anunoby in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Boy, Anunoby is on a heater. I mean, he's taking and making shots whenever he touches it.
Outside Ball. Left side Williams.
There we go.
A tray. Good. Another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Anunoby outside. And here's Brunson outside. Miller grabs the miss. Miller's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
I didn't really
drive.
get that.
And Miller throws it down home.
And using his length to come right off the drive into the hoop there. Big time move by Miller.
Excuse my body.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. With a screen on Ball. Brunson, and there's another one for the Knicks.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 13 points in the second half.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Hart the pass to Brunson. Bridges outside. Shot clock reset for the Knicks. Goes back up. Towns kicks to Hart. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Hart's got 7 points in the game.
Well, that's a good shot from Hart, effectively spacing the floor for his team.
And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Ball no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Bridges outside. New York moving the ball around. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Miller, the pass to Ball.
You know, as a playmaker, Ball can look off the defender and drop dimes with either hand.
We've got 1:48 left in the third. Brunson against Ball. Crafty move, and it's laid in by Brunson. 6 points for him.
What a move, showing off the handles there.
To the middle. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Hart. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Brunson the pass to Bridges. No good from the wing.
I didn't care for his shot selection that time. He needs to let the game come to him a little bit. Just relax, take your time, son.
Ball, the pass to Williams. That one goes in.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Anunoby kicks to Bridges. Brunson outside. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Jalen Brunson.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's Charlotte delivering the blowout. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to...
Players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatch back pull up, you know, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
Towns a screen on White. Hart. No good on the triple. Charlotte has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Back to White. Here's the screen. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by New York. Bridges has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Brunson. And the layup's good off the glass. Brunson's got 15 points in just the second half.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Williams for 3. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got 8 rebounds in this game. Anunoby finds Towns. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Off target from outside.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. And Hart throws it down.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Bridges outside. Williams for 3. Nailed from three-point land. MP's got 41.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
Hart outside. Anunoby has the open look. Here's Towns. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear in smash mouth basketball.
Connects again from distance.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. White against Brunson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Brunson's got 10 points in the quarter.
Look, we know all players put a lot of work in the weight room, but Brunson certainly at the top of the list and uses that strength to shield off defenders really well.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Bridges inside the three-point line. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And it's 13 points for Mikal Bridges. White bounce pass. White block shot. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Flipping the switch right now. There's no stopping Miles Bridges. He knows it, and his teammates do too.
Pass to Anunoby. Brunson outside. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throw? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part.
Good, another from 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. Here's Bridges. Gunebel with the rebound.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show.
This is tackle basketball they play.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Towns can do some exciting stuff on the floor. We're seeing it from him here in this one.
Outside, White. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. And with that, they remain undefeated in group play.
And with just one group matchup left, it looks like we'll be seeing them in the next round of the NBA Cup.
Now let's go to Jennifer Quintana.
A dominant game by MP, leading his team to victory. MP, you broke 40 points tonight. Is 40 just a number? What does it mean in today's NBA?
For opponents, I want them to know it's a show of force. But for my teammates, it's a promise that whatever I have, I'm gonna give.
A true team player. Thank you, MP.
Always. Thank you.
Back to you, Kevin.
Terrific job, Jennifer. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later on.
Jalen. Sweet. Sweet. You see, I know. €7.
Good, MP.
Ooh, that felt good.
Good luck out there, MP. Was your paycheck?
I want to disagree on a point you made yesterday.
About learn speaking Central before starting a debate?
No, that tournament performance.
Well, I gotta take my medicine. I'll be right back. Just a minute. Two. I got 183. Up is 206. But it says go point right there, right? I'm trying to figure out how to read that. Oh. Okay. I didn't know that. You got a chance to break the rookie point right there. That means I need to make $20, $24, $25.
Because we will be doing a giveaway where the first 15,000 of you will get your We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word Hornets along with your issue and signal station to 55555. A member of our guest relations team will respond immediately. Don't miss your chance to...
Welcome, everyone, to the final matchup before the knockout round. Things are starting to get a little chippy. Everyone jostling for that NBA Cup. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a chance here to check out some stats for MP.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level scorer than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
And the starting group for Chicago. Booz Ellis out there with Zach Collins. Then there's Anthony Simons. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Okoro in at the small forward position. And for the Hornets, Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Miles Bridges is out there with MP. And here in this Game 4 of the NBA Cup tournament for these two teams, they come in on opposite pathways thus far, Graham.
Yeah, B.A. One side undefeated in group play, the other side winless. Not hard to pick a favorite in this one.
Now here's Simons. He played a great game against New Orleans. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Bridges. Pass to MP. Now Ball. 6 to shoot. Back to Williams. Sinks it from distance.
He's always ready to take the shot. MP got it away quick.
Simons passes to Giddey. Collins outside. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
I found it was an interesting game. Anything they couldn't get from their starters, they got from their reserves.
For a number of reasons, depth seems to become more important every year.
Outside Giddey. Collins with a screen on Ball. Okoro outside. Back to Giddey. Simons outside. The 3. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Charlotte has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Pass to Miller. And here's Ball. And the layup is good. Ball's got 5 now.
They're finding every shot they've wanted so far a perfect 3 of 3 to start the game.
Ball against Giddey. Collins with a screen on Ball. From deep, Giddey sinks the tray.
Like sometimes the 3s can really boost your confidence, and I'm sure it'll do just that for Giddey.
One thing that's fun to watch, when Josh Giddey grabs a defensive
is at his best. Ball is in his hand. Out in space, playing with speed.
Really left him alone that time. Give him 8 points now.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the 3-point shot.
Pass to Okoro. Ball against Giddey. The 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And here's Ball in the game against New York. Very impressive. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And now let's take a look which point guards are leading this season in rebounding. Josh Giddey, number 1.
Amazing. I mean, owning the glass isn't something a point guard typically does, but he's been special in that area.
And I know the guys in the front court love having him out there, giving them all that little extra help down low.
Now here's Giddey. And in that win against the Pelicans, he was a major factor as well. Okoro passes to Collins, and that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2. Here's Charlotte. They're on an 11-3 run. Pass to Ball. Takes the 3. The offensive rebound. MP outside. Fires from deep. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
The Bulls trail by 10. Simons outside. Outside Giddey. And the officials will call the illegal screen here. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You take a look at the Hornets, things stacking up nicely for them so far. #1 in their conference and looking formidable. And of course the Bulls, they're 5 spots behind them.
Checking out the Bulls. It really hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for, but they're still in the hunt for a high postseason seed.
From here on out is just about putting in the work. Coming to every game ready to compete and never giving less than your best.
Okoro with the ball, working on Williams. Giddey passes to Simons. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think it's more of drowning.
Good! Another from 3.
Defenses around the NBA have to deal with his three-point marksmanship, and he's already proven in his rookie year there's very little you can do to slow him down.
It's been a lot of fun to watch him expand his skills this season. And lo and behold, he now holds the 4th spot all time for three-pointers in a rookie campaign. And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Knipples checked in for Charlotte. Going with a whole new group out there. And timeout called by Charles Lee. He might have seen something he needs to review with his guys. Here's Knipple. Yet to see a basket. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Kept alive. The kick out to White. Pass to Bridges. To the middle. Here's Diabate. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
On the court for the Bulls. Dillingham out there with Trey Jones. Then it's Gershon Yabusele. Then there's Colin Sexton. And it's Smith in at the 5.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And here's Knipple from the arc. Chicago with a rebound. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Charlotte.
They'll be looking to impose their will against this team, something they couldn't achieve last season.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Chicago Bulls retiring the jersey of hometown hero and former league MVP Derrick Rose. His coach with the Bulls, Tom Thibodeau, said, "The true measure of a man is how he handles adversity, and nobody did it better. He always found a way to rise above, and there's no question in my mind he is a Hall of Fame player." Back to you, B.A.
All right, Allie, thank you. Jones, Knipple with a rebound. Knipple's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Bridges, and the shot's good. Bridges has got 10.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks. Well, it took a while this summer, but the Bulls were finally able to get an extension done with their bright young point guard, Josh Giddey. In a buyer's market, they could afford to bargain for a team-friendly deal. And after some overreaches in the past, their disciplined approach stands out.
A good strategy. Thank you, Shams. White against Jones. White, the pass to MP. Connects again from distance.
Well, as the three-point bombs just keep raining down, he just moved up one more rung on the all-time list for three-pointers in a rookie season.
Well, you got to think he's going to be one of the biggest draft picks in the last decade, maybe 2. Hard to argue with how he's approached his three-point prowess.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Bridges, a screen on Jones. MP outside. And Charlotte, another 3.
You can bet MP will make a lot of those over his career.
Now a timeout called by Chicago. Well, remember, this is game 4 of group play in the Cup, Grant. The winner in each of the 6 groups will advance into the 8-team knockout rounds.
And they'll be joined by a wild card team in each conference, the second place team with the best record. And if those records are tied, they'll go to point differential.
You know Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Collins, he's checked in for Smith. Buzelis comes in for Yabusele. Okoro is checked in for Dillingham. And Giddey's subbed in for Jones. Giddey with it. He's got 6 to the inside. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Bridges has got 4 rebounds now. Ball outside. Fires the 3. And Charlotte another 3.
You know, when everything's clicking, Ball can steal the show. And we're seeing it right here.
Outside Sexton. Back to Giddey. Pass to Buzelis. For 3. And again, Chicago, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Giddey against Ball. Williams with the screen. From outside, off the mark. Chicago has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. And Collins with the slam.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Back to Ball. Pass to Williams. Off target with the 3. And Giddey has got the ball here for Chicago. They're fresh off the win against the Pelicans.
That was a great win for them. Nobody liked their chances coming into the game, but when they got to OT, they put the hammer down.
When they say don't give your opponent confidence, this is what they mean. They were allowed to hang around, and by the end, they were the team that believed in themselves.
12 consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Here's Sexton. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Brandon Miller.
And the quickness is unmatched. Tough for defenders to check Sexton. I mean, he just draws the contact right there.
And you look at Colin Sexton. Puts points on the board, Grant, and does it efficiently.
Well, B.A., unfortunately, he gives some of that back on the other end of the floor. But there's always a place in this league for guys who can fill it up.
Knipples checked in for Bridges. Williams a screen on Sexton. Three-pointer. And again for 3.
Well, with the way he's been shooting from distance, I can't say I'm surprised that he's now number 2 all-time in three-pointers made during a rookie season. I mean, he has been impressive.
Well, we're talking about some of the best shooters we've ever had in the NBA. I don't think it's an understatement to say we could be witnessing a generational talent. There's the triple. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make in 9 tries so far.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Sexton against Miller. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And on top of that, they've been dialed in from deep. And if they keep it up, it could be a big night for them.
All right, both free throws good from Sexton.
Since the break, he's definitely been more aggressive. Remember, he didn't take any free throws in that first half.
Pass to Knippel. Williams from long range. Oh, another miss by MP.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Now Giddey. 6 points for him. Collins outside. 5 to shoot. Now Sexton. Pass to Buzelis. Nails it from beyond the arc.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Williams on the wing. Ball outside. Fires the 3. Collins with the rebound.
2 minutes remaining.
Chicago has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. And that one's good. Giddy.
Oh, showing off his moves. Giddy can be pretty sly with the ball.
Well, the Hornets shooting about 60% for the game. Ball outside. Williams with the screen. Miller outside. Pass to Williams. From the arc. And the three-pointer goes. Williams has got 21.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Okoro outside. On the wing, Sexton. Chicago passing it around. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Williams finds ball. Here's Knipple. Pass to Williams. Lets it go from deep. Out of bounds. It'll be Bulls ball. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Chicago Bulls. On Saturday, they'll go up against Tyrese Halliburton and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Monday, they'll go up against Franz Wagner and the Orlando Magic.
And for that game against Indiana, this is one that they expect to win. But those games can be tricky. Remember, there are no free wins in this league.
Chicago making a switch here. Simons checked in. And that one's good. Giddy.
He's looking much more confident here in the second quarter as far as the scoring goes.
"40 seconds left in the second quarter. And there's the lob.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. 34 seconds left in the first half. Simons outside. Back to Giddy. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts. Now here's Miller. 12 points for him. Pass to MP from behind the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. MP's got 24 points.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
That shot missing. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets cruising into the next quarter with a 30-point advantage. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Charlotte Hornets.
You know who's having a great time watching these guys launch it from downtown? Me. You know who's not? Wilt Chamberlain over there.
Yeah, I don't even want to look in his direction. All right, let's turn now to take a look at how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
Taking a look at Charlotte, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Williams is out there with Miles Bridges. So that's who Charles Lee starts in the second half. laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Bridges has got 12.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film. He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Bridges finds ball. MP outside. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Collins has got 4 rebounds in the game. Okoro passes to Collins. It's tipped. MP outside. There's Ball with a 3. Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Simons. Oh, throw it down. Wow.
I mean, he's just so electric. Simons putting on a show.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Miller, the pass to MP. Bridges outside. Pass to Ball. Clock at 4. Off target from 3-point range. The Bulls have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Back to Okoro. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Miller's got 4 rebounds now. Ball outside. And here's MP. Collins defending. Back to Williams. Buries it from 3. Williams has got 27 points.
When MP is having a night like this, you just can't keep him from getting the ball.
Outside Giddey. Collins with a screen on Ball. Ball against Giddey. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. The shot by Buzel is no good. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte to the paint. Here's Williams. He's rebounded by Okoro. Well, Chicago's shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. Pass to Buzelis. Chicago passing it around. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. The Hornets have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. They get it back. Here's MP, and he drops in the layup off the glass. That's 29 for him.
But he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Pass to Simons. The 3 is up. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. For Charlotte, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
Here's Simons. He's got 7. Can they get it? And no good.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, the NBA keeping an open mind. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "This is the only league that plays 48 minutes. I'm a fan of 10-minute quarters. A 2-hour format is more consistent with modern television habits, but it's such a dramatic change. Something like that would have to be talked about over time." Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Giddey. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got 4 rebounds in the game. They get it again. Here's Williams. Oh, he missed the layup. He had him with the pump fake.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Collins with a screen on MP. Here's Giddey. There's Simons with a 3. Miller pulls it in. Miller's got 5 rebounds tonight.
He hit 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't had anything since.
Kicks it out to MP. The 3 is up. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And here's Collins for three. And again, no good by Chicago.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
That one goes in. Giddey's got 14 points for the game.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside. Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Out to Simons. And the three off target.
And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple. As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
Collins with a screen on Ball. Here's Giddey. Ball with the rebound.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
MP, the pass to Ball. Back to William. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Buzelis. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Pass to Giddey. Floats one, counted. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
How about Giddey just flicking it in? I mean, that's not an easy shot.
Giddey against Ball. Soft touch off the glass. 6 points for him.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Left side, Giddey. On the wing, Simons. Over Miller. And it's Simons missing.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. Simons outside. Okoro outside. And it's Simons missing.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
And Graham, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
Sends it home from three-point land.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Inside. 11 feet out. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. It's game 3 of a trifecta at home. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Ball no good. So it's Chicago now. Pass to Buzelis. The 3-ball. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got his 6th rebound on the night. MP left side. From deep. Connects again from distance.
Another 3 for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
Well, he's just pouring it on, and he's tied for the 5th most triples ever in a single game. With the crossover, that one a little long.
They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
The shot's good.
What a gentle shot by Ball. Not overpowering with his release.
And here's Simons. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Miller.
Substitution on the court.
MP getting it done for Charlotte. He's simply on a different level tonight, piling up astronomical point totals in this game. And don't go far. We'll be right back. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And so in the game for the Bulls, they've got Jalen Smith. Trey Jones is out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Gershon Yabusele. And it's Sexton in at the 3, the small forward. Pass to Williams. Good! Another from 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for second in most threes in a game. Well, Richard, we know that coaches will sometimes criticize their team's performance in those post-game press conferences. But where's that line?
Well, I think coaches should always use I. When you say I, and I as the leader of the team, I have to have them prepared ready. I didn't do a good job making sure that I demanded the type of execution. That first always helps.
Well, the Hornets shooting has been unreal. 64% from the floor. White, the pass to MP. And again for 3.
And he's topped his own personal best. A new second-place mark for most single-game triples. He is never shy when it comes time to launch.
Not at all. Casting away and making a little history in the process. What a privilege to be here to witness this. He's as good as it gets from long distance. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Yabusele. Giddey scanning the floor. Smith outside. Down low. Jones in the post. He's guarded by White. 4 on the clock. From deep, Giddey. And again, no good by Chicago.
The D has to respect his range. He made 2 in the first half, and he's capable of draining even more here in the second.
Out of bounds. It'll be Bulls ball. Collins, he's checked in for Chicago.
Zach Collins.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Pass to White. Launches it. Sexton grabs the board.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Smith with a screen on MP. From deep, Giddey. The Hornets pull it in. Williams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Williams up top. Here's Knipple. Giddey defends.
Rising up. Knipple really showing his verticality.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
From deep, Giddey. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Diabate's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Knipple. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes. Space in the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition. Just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
And here's Collins for 3. Williams grabs the board. Charlotte has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the 4th quarter. Sexton passes to Jones. Outside for Sexton. From deep, Giddey. Williams grabs the board.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
Let's go with a 3. Good. He hits again.
And it's 60 points again for him. Can't believe he's done it 3 times.
That's right, and now he's tied for the third most 60-point games in a single campaign. Here's Sexton, and miss after miss right now. Charlotte has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. Here's Knipple, and it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. A knockdown shooter if I ever saw one. Con Knipple is a constant threat on the perimeter, Grant.
Yeah, Knipple is a high-level floor spacer. He has a great feel for the game and makes solid reads. Plus, his strong frame allows him to match up with bigger wings.
Looking at who's out there now for Chicago. Ellis is checked in for Smith. Okoro comes in for Sexton. And Anthony Simons subbed in for Jones. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. And out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
James is checked in for MP. Simons outside. Back to Giddey. And the basket is good. Giddey's got 20.
Yeah, how about Giddey tonight? Scoring the ball, such a different matchup. I don't know who they can throw at him right now.
Pass to Williams. Here's Diabate. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Three-pointer off the mark. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. Here's Simons. Knipple with the rebound. Knipple's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside White. Here's Knipple, guarded by Okoro. He's rebounded by Okoro. The Bulls shooting around 35% from the field so far. Simons outside, lets the three fly. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Giddey's got 5 assists in the game. Pass to Knipple. To the paint. Here's Diabate. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Here's Buzelis. Simons, a screen on Williams. Three-pointer, Buzelis. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
And that's a promising shot for Buzelis.
James outside. And right away, they match it with a 3. Here's Giddey. Changes for Charlotte. Salon comes in for Williams, and Williams is subbed in for James. Charlotte has gotten 4 of 7 three-pointers to fall in the fourth. Outside White. Pass to Salon. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account. It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Hornets.
When you look at the stat sheet, it's impressive this wasn't a total blowout. Their offense was in top gear all night long, Grant.
I thought the same thing, B.A. I mean, the difference in field goal percentages is pretty shocking.
And this will get marked down as their 16th win of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And what a huge performance it was for MP.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Williams from long range. And the Hornets, another 3.
And guys, that's gotta be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin. And how about that performance in the NBA Cup? 4-0 in the group phase. They advance to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, while they've been dominant so far, it's single elimination going forward. A whole new game, but I do like their chances.
And now let's go to Jennifer Quintana.
MP, you broke the 60-point barrier. You carried your team to victory. How? After all that, do you have the energy to stand here for an interview?
Oh man, yeah, my grandpa used to say, I'll rest when I'm dead. Kind of dark now that I think about it, but the point is, life is for the living. And I got a lot of life ahead of me, Jennifer Quintana. I got stamina for days, and I'm gonna keep using it to make moments like this.
Well done, MP, what a game.
Thank you. Woo!
Ryan, back to you.
All right, Jennifer, thanks. Good stuff. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
'60 is serious business, MP. I know you tired, because I for sure was. Congrats.
Great game.
What the? A little bit of separation. That's all I need.
Let's go! Damn. Ready for that air. That's my shot. Keep it going. Keep shooting. When you snatch it, MP. Just like that. Now we're rolling. What's up, bro? One more.
Yes. Easy one. Ah.
to lose. Help me out. Get in. Shut up. Get the board. Get the board. That's all. Bring it back. We're here. Yo, mismatch, help out. You got it. Come on. Way to grab it. With the foul. Yeah, it's time to fight now. Go over it. Watch the screen. Yo, we got this. Don't worry. I got What? Get your mind right. Screen coming! I got your help! I got your help! Who's got a ball? Don't get pinned!
Yeah.
Where's the pin? There you go! Crunch time, baby!
MP, let's bring it tonight.
We got the nipple out and then so two of our starting, or one of our starting valves. We'll be alright.
All right, listen up. I know you're carrying a big load for being a rookie, but we need you to step up tonight. With 2 starters out, we're going to have to lean on you even more.
Yeah, whatever we need, Coach. I got you. I got us.
Good. And you might have to play the entire game. Our depth is taking a big hit here.
Yeah, don't trip, Coach. I'm only 19. In Europe, conditioning is everything, so I'm actually built for this.
Good. Hey, man, I remember being your age. Now I have to ice my knees after practice.
Yeah, that's why I'm never getting old like you.
Good luck with that, kid.
All right, I'll see you out there, Coach.
All right, man.
Look for MP to play heavy minutes tonight as his team deals with injuries to 2 of its starters. And I spoke with MP prior to tip-off, and all he had to tell
Actually, I
me
took the
was
nipple start as the starter. That spot as the starter. That's actually not how I said church.
What's up, MP?
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here alongside Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Both teams tonight dealing with some injury. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
It's a long season. They're midway through, but both teams look like they're dragging themselves across the finish line. Got to find a way to catch that second win.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. MP out there with Bridges. Then there's LaMelo Ball. Then it's James. And looking at the Nets, Fleury is out there with Demon. Then it's Sharp. Then it's Zaire Williams. And it's Minot in at the power forward. Something we talked about not too long ago was MP's mission to be the best of his rookie class. Really trying to distinguish himself.
Well, MP certainly is playing well, especially for a rookie. But I think he could be doing more to show he's truly elite. He'll have to continue that tireless work ethic to make that happen.
Well, Greg, I hope you're ready. We're going to be cranking our heads back and forth, watching these teams race up and down the floor all game long.
And this is the definition of an exciting matchup. Don't be shocked if the 24-second clock doesn't come into play. They like to keep the pace fast.
Here's Demon. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And going back a bit, the Nets regaining a lot of their draft picks, Doris, from the Rockets. One of the more interesting trades that we've seen.
Well, they gave away a ton of those picks to acquire James Harden when they believed they had a championship window. And now in recovering them, Brooklyn able to benefit from the draft to try to position themselves for that all-important rebuild.
Now, here's Ball. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. Over in the corner, Williams. And again, it's Charlotte with a 3.
Well, the ability to spread the floor is such a valuable skill in the league. And MP, yes, sir.
That's the Demon. Here's Traoré. The crossover, and it's blocked. They get it back. They get the rebound.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Down low, stolen. Here's Demon. His last outing, he had 18 points. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForge on the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. He had been watching highlights with the coaching staff, and they noticed LaMelo likes to pass from obscure angles. Coach told his team, you just can't relax out there. I want you looking for cutters everywhere. We'll see how prepared they are tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
Well, this is what you call hitting the ground running. 4 shots taken, 4 shots made.
Outside Williams. Inside, stolen by Ball. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Can't connect from short range.
That was their first miss of the game. 4 for 5 right now. What a good start.
Here's Demon. He's covered by Ball. Four on the clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Nets trail by 5. Here's Traoré, still without a basket.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge. Doesn't get much easier than that. That is nice work.
The Hornets shooting their first free throw of the night. Free throw drops for James. The Nets have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Williams. That shot, no good. Good D by James. Pass the ball. Charlotte moving the ball around. MP finds Bridges. And here's MP for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, I mean, every time out, it's a learning experience to some degree, but that's not what they were looking for.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it hurts a little more when you play well and fail to close out a game. That was one they should have won.
And so it's Charlotte with it after the basket by Brooklyn. Ball feeling it out a bit. Pass to James. In the corner, it's MP. Bangs home the trifecta. MP's got 12 points in the game.
By the time this young man is done, MP could be one of the great scorers we've ever seen.
To the inside. Fader on the way. The shot, no good.
Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
The rebound by Demon.
Oh, he missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
Puts up a 3. The rebound by LaMelo Ball.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Right wing to the paint.
I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Diabate's checked in, and it's Kobe White in for James.
Kobe White.
To the left wing. Outside Williams. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field. Outside White. Pass to Bridges. Back to White. And it's Ball in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Traoré. Diabate, the tip in on the offensive rebound.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
It's Sharp, top of the key. Williams from outside. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot. Here's Ball. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Outside Williams. This one for 3. Diabate's shot is good. And the Hornets lead by 6.
We see it over and over again. More teams sending activity to the offensive window, and it pays dividends.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Ball, following the bucket by the Nets. Here's Bridges, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Traoré. He's coming off a 10-point game against Milwaukee. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Now it's still early in the season, Greg, but we're getting an idea about which direction teams are headed in.
So true, but so much can change between now and the end of the schedule. So the most important thing at this stage, building momentum heading towards midseason.
Grant Williams is checked in for Charlotte. Pat Connaughton comes in for Ball. Now here's White. He's coming off a 10-point game against Toronto. Connaughton sets a screen for White. In the corner, it's MP. Misses the 3. Nets trail by 5. Pass to Sharp. And there's a minute 45 left in the first quarter. Here's Traoré. No good. White with the defensive effort.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all. And a moment to see numbers for MP. Averaging 40 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Abaji's checked in. Mann subbed in for Demon. The Hornets also with the sub. Bridges checks in. Here's Abaji. Got a piece of it. Bridges finds White. To the inside. Rob. On the wing, Mann. Pass to Abaji. 44 seconds left here in the first quarter. And again, it's the Nets missing. Out to the right wing. Now, here's Bridges. Fires it up. Clowney pulls it in. Here's Saraf. On the wing, Mann. Pass to Saraf. Drops in the layup for 2.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Bridges outside. Shoots it up. And And so the first quarter is in the books. Hornets lead by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Miles Bridges is out there with Williams. Then it's Green. Then it's White. And it's Diabate in at the 5. An efficient score, Kobe White effective with or Greg without the ball in his hands.
And that's a rare quality. A guard who can break you down off the bounce, but also willing to give it up and then zip to an open spot. It just makes him so difficult to defend.
Williams gets the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
There's a screen. Wolf passes to Abaji. Pass to Wolf. Here's Tony. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
White wide open. He fires. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
A volume three-point shooter. You have to expect White to connect on those looks from the outside.
And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Please give a big round of applause.
The league's long-distance bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
Well, you look at Williams, and it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his long-range skills in the three-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up against if he's on that day. Nobody can shoot it like he can when he gets in a groove.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
And it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
Pass to man. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Back to Williams. Nifty move. And it's MP with the rebound. And it's the Hornets ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. On the wing, Williams. Here's Diabate. Kicks it out to MP. Pass to Diabate. Bridges for three. A rebound by the Nets. Last time they came together was in Charlotte, where they fell to the Hornets.
And really just a bad loss. No other way to put it. I mean, they maybe overlooked some of the bench players because those reserves got loose offensively.
Boy, that's exactly the look you're working toward, right at the rim.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. LaMelo Ball, he's checked in for Green. White, good.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Nets trailed by 14. Pass to man. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Bridges got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's White. Offensive rebound. Out to Bridges. And here is MP. Deep 2 from Ball. Wolf grabs the miss.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Master Williams, the 3. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now, here's Ball. Nails the wide-open jump shot. And the Hornets lead by 16.
Well, LaMelo Ball in the catch-and-shoot game. He says, I can get off the ball as well.
Checked in for the Nets. Now let's take a look at the top rookies in the league. Our rankings here for the race for Rookie of the Year. Distinction every young player would love to have. Well, you look at Traoré, not in the top 5 currently, but he's amidst some terrific talent nonetheless, and there's still plenty of time for him.
And it looks like we've got a really special rookie class this year. These are players who have already had a big impact.
Boy, at this point, it looks like it's going to be quite the race for Rookie of the Year. Still very early, but it looks like we've got several worthy candidates.
They set the pick. Bridges, no one around him. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Pass to Sharp. To the wing on the left. Here's Traoré. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. To the middle. Here's Diabate.
The ability to have this kind of IQ this young by MP, his team has got to be thrilled.
Nets trail by 18. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Traoré. He's covered by Ball. And it's Sharp missing.
Boy, that is tough defense. Exactly how you want to play him.
MP right side. The 3 ball. A rebound by the Nets. Sharp's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Traoré. Now, here's Sharp. Tight defense on him. Here's Williams. Over to the wing. Fires the 3. Here's Traoré. Fires from deep. Gets that one to drop. That's his 3rd field goal in 8 tries.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Bridges for 3. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
Well, the best way to respond to a 3 is with your own 3. Miles Bridges have at it.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. They trail by 18. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Williams passes to Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Demons checked in. And while we have a second, let's see which squads have topped the league in assists during the past month. The Hornets, number 1.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they passed the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
Back to MP. There's the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. MP's got 18 points in the game.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
Sharp, the pass to Williams. Looking for Sharp, and he gets it there. Pocket 6. Pass to Traoré. Stolen by Ball. inside, taken away by Williams. Out to the right wing. A three, that's a bucket. His third of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Defended by Sharp, and the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. If you look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
Yeah, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Williams inside the line. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
And it's Demon missing. Hornets leading by 18. Williams finds Ball. Trains it from beyond the arc. Ball's got 5.
This guy is always ready to shoot the three. LaMelo so confident from distance.
Pass to Minot. Here's Traore. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. There's Ball with the 3. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Boy, a very quiet start, but looks like he's starting to find a little something out there.
Here's Traore. He's covered by Ball. To end the run. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be right back after this.
Happy to have you with us. Let's bring you up to speed on the winners of the Player of the Month awards. And this is totally off topic, but how did you guys feel about games on back-to-back nights?
I didn't mind back-to-back games, but what I really like were back-to-back titles.
Yeah, I know a little something about that too, Shaq. I know, it's pretty sweet.
Well, it sure is nice to see you guys agreeing about something for a change. And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Charlotte Hornets.
Well, to be honest, a good shot for one person may not be a good shot for you. Each guy on this team has to understand his limitation and play to their strengths.
Self-awareness, an important trait for those who are constantly trying to get better. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And the Hornets with possession here. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. They've got Traore, also Demon out there. Williams is out there with Sharp. And it's Minot in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
There's Ball with the 3. That one's not going to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Traore. Pass to Sharp. 6 to shoot. Outside Williams. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
No.
Outside Williams. Beyond the arc. Charlotte no good that time either.
Third straight miss to start the half. Ouch.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Sharp. Here's Traore from deep. No good that time. On the wing, Bridges. 9 points in the game so far. Over in the corner, Williams. Carries it from three-point range. MP's got 21.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Yeah, in football, they talk about passing to the spot and letting your teammate go get it. That's exactly what happened.
There's Ball with the 3, and it's the Hornets another 3.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Pass to Demon. Outside Williams. Lets it go with the 3. It's good from long range. Minot's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Bridges misses. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Pass to Minot, and stolen by James. Down low, and stolen by Sharp. Williams against James. Here's Minot. Here's Demon. 12 points for him. 4 on the shot clock. Minot can't get it to go. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. Technology is key for NBA growth. Commissioner Silver said we can now see where we lose viewers. For example, stoppages for replays. One way around that is creating technology that can instantaneously make objective calls like out of bounds. And in doing so, create a better pace to the game. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Traore. And the Nets miss again.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Bridges misses.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Here's Demon. To the paint. Hornets leading by 22. Outside, Ball. Bridges outside. And here's MP for 3. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. That's to Traore. And here's Sharp. Outside Williams for 3. And it's Sharp missing. The Hornets shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Williams kicks to Bridges. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Demon. It's hauled in by MP. Hornets shooting pretty terrible here in the 3rd quarter at around 30%.
Hey, yo, right here.
Bridges outside. Back to MP. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sharp.
And now let's get a look at the numbers for Bridges. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging about 11 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I'll tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Well, how about the effort on the glass? Even with this lead, I love that they're still going after it.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Charlotte making the switch. Diabate's checked in. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for MP.
And when it comes to his scoring, he's enjoying a fantastic run. He's brought his points per game average up thanks to the work he's done in the past 10, and maybe he's got another big one in store tonight.
Pass to Minot. Back to Williams. And again, it's the Nets missing. Williams has got 1 3-pointer tonight in 4 tries. Here's Diabate. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Demon, covered by MP. They can't stop the run with that one. Charlotte shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. 2 points, that one goes. Diabate's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Demon. He's guarded by Williams. And the Nets miss again. The Hornets shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Yes, that goes in. Bridges has got 14 points.
You can see the strength of Miles Bridges. Brushes that contact off like it didn't even happen.
Here's Demon, covered by MP. Takes a 3. And it's Demon missing.
Boy, this guy was able to connect from deep in the first half. Hasn't found the range since.
Ball kicks to White. Now, here's Bridges. He's got 14. Outside Williams. Shoots off the step back. Out to White. Second shot opportunity. The rebound by Sharp. Sharp's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Here's Demon, and he jams it with authority.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the third. Stolen. Pass to Williams. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 11.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
And the Hornets call time here. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Well, so important to have three-point shooters that can stretch the defense and open things up. These small forwards have been doing just that over the last month. MP is number 1.
I mean, his range is about as long as it gets. I mean, you'd better have someone on him as soon as he crosses half court, or he just might drop a bomb on you.
They kick it out to Green. Pass to Williams. Just 4 to shoot. Here's the 3. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. 41 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Nets passing it around. Here's Agbaji. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And so Green will bring it up for Charlotte. And here's White. He's got 14. Outside Williams. Launches it. Rebound Brooklyn.
And he has been ice cold
from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Man passes to Abaji. Over Williams. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with a massive lead of 30 points here.
This is making me mad.
And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. They've got MP. Josh Green is out there with White. Then it's Williams. And it's Diabate in at the center. MP dishes to White. That one's off. He's made 5 and missed 3 now. The net shooting not great, 40% for the game. Here's Traore. Pass to Wolf. To the inside. Clowney. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
Here's Williams. Back to Green. Williams gets a screen from Williams. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Launches a 3. Here's Diabate. It's good for the 7th time this game. He shot 7. He has made 7.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you if you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. Aaron Sharp, he's checked in for the next. And that one misses. Greg, we've had a couple of NBA Cups in the book already. What have you thought of it so far?
A little added excitement and interest early in the regular season, and I'm all for it. Between that and the play-in, I think the NBA's done a great job to kind of make every part of the calendar relevant. And the big question for MP is going to be work ethic. Because if he can put in the sweat, there's no reason he can't be a star in this league.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hornets.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Bridges, he's checked in for the Hornets. Ball comes in for Josh Green. White the pass the ball. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And that's 10 points for LaMelo Ball.
What a finish by LaMelo Ball. Thin frame, but that length at 6'7", he can mix it up now.
Pass to Traore. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, Doris, clearly the NBA award voting is an imperfect process and is often the cause of some intense debate.
Just look at the most valuable player debate over the last 5 or 6 seasons. You've had guys neck and neck for maybe the most prestigious award in the league. And one of the things that frustrates me, Kevin, is when a player has won multiple MVP and voter fatigue comes into place. It drives me nuts.
Here's White. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Pass to Wolf. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Hornets leading by 23. MP right side. Buries the long-range jumper. Williams has got 26 points.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Now, man to the middle. And then Sharp with the dunk. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. The 3, Bridges. Wolf grabs the miss.
And, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Charlotte. And White kicks to Bridges. It's intercepted. Here's Wolf. Out left to the wing. Offline with his 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Pass the ball. Outside, White. Ball stolen. Here's man. TB1 complain about the review process. The longer the review, the more it disrupts the flow of the game.
That's exactly right, Kevin. You have the best athletes in the world competing at the highest level, and then all of a sudden it stops. And if the duration is too long, it takes the players out of rhythm. It drives the viewers at home crazy. This is something that us television people can go absolutely nuts about.
Here's Wolf, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautiful. Outside, White. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Good on the 3-point shot. Williams has got a pair of 3s here in the 4th quarter for Charlotte.
He got loose from downtown the first half. Now has 3 here in the second. Unstoppable.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Traore. Inside. Demon, that's good.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Hornets leading by 18. Floats it up for James. And stolen by Williams. Nice shot by James.
I love it. Instead of going ISO, you make a play for someone else.
Brooklyn's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. To the middle, here's Demon. Again, the Nets for 2.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside, Ball. Here's Bridges. And he does not hit. Now Sharp. And there's the dunk.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Now MP, 14 feet away. The shot misses.
Oh, the analytics department is smiling after that one.
9 feet out, and it's good. It's James. Now Ball. James up top. Outside Bridges. Puts up the 3. Sharp rips down the rebound.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Stolen by Ball. James outside. 1:37 left in the 4th quarter. 5 on the clock. Williams outside for 3. And it's off. Nets trailed by 14. So, GA, between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game format, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 20-5 run. And he banks the layup in.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
Well, Hornets shooting at 50% in a decent group. James outside. Now MP. James outside. Ball. And did the three. Not sure the miracle, Greg, is on hand here tonight for them.
Well, they need one, but gonna play it until the final whistle.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. That one misses. Williams with the ball. And so it's Charlotte with the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Now let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic Hamill.
I know you must be exhausted after playing the full 48 tonight, but talk about what it took to win.
There's never room for excuses. We knew we were shorthanded tonight. Guys were going to have to step up. Shout out to the bench guys. Guys who haven't been getting minutes, and they came in and performed tonight. So that's what it takes to win, and those guys, hey, they proved they were winners tonight.
Well, congrats to you all.
Appreciate it.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dominic, thanks. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So, for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, saying thanks for joining us. So long, everyone.
for 2K. Pick this back up tomorrow or the day after. Let's see. Y'all have a good night. And I appreciate y'all coming by.